Right, here's the big story that we're tracking today. Rahul Gandhi currently at the ED office. Rahul's ED grilling is underway for 2 hours now. Exclusive details emerging. Rahul's grilling inside track. India Today has some details. 3 ED officers are part of Rahul Gandhi's grilling at this moment. In fact, Rahul's ED questionnaire has been accessed by India Today. A quick word from Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's been tracking those developments. Kamaljeet, inside track on Rahul Gandhi's questioning. Give us a sense on what issues have been raised with Rahul Gandhi at this point. We know that there were several assessments done by the tax department which didn't add up. Rahul Gandhi has a lot to answer, but what were those questions that were put forward to him? Is he cooperating for the last 2 hours, as we know?
Well, Rahul Gandhi appearing for the first time. This is a 2012 case, but he's been asked about the bank account details and sources indicating to us that perhaps he's not been able to clearly give answers. We know that the questioning is being done by 3 top officials of the ED. We've also been told that as far as information is concerned, he's going to be asked about details, especially about the AJL and how the entire transfer to Young India Limited was made. Again, the acquisition of it all, that is where now Congress party has created a political storm of sorts in the national capital and in places where they have strongholds. So clearly they have upped the ante, calling it a Satyagraha march, and that is why when Rahul Gandhi walked from here as from the AICC all the way towards ED, the entire strength of the Congress party, including strong Congress leaders, marched along with him. They courted arrest, so we know the top leaders are actually now cooling their heels in the police stations. But what is important and significant is the sort of grilling that Rahul Gandhi is going through. He'll have to answer some tough questions. The Congress party says the Congress Sion will answer all questions. But clearly, as far as the timing is concerned, a lot of people saying the clean chit came way back in 2015. This is a political vendetta. This is a political witch hunt. But clearly, there are both sides of the story. And this time, the focus remains on ED officials questioning Rahul Gandhi, especially regarding the National Herald case. Many saying they're digging up old details. In 1937, that is where National Herald was formed, saying 90 crore debt was made only because they were paying salaries for the past 10 years to media persons in that particular context. And till 2011, that is where the shares were really shifted. Nothing new was brought, nothing was sold off. So they're saying there is no corruption as such as what is being made out by the BJP.
Well, yeah, so at this point, quite naturally, the Congress is trying to justify a case that's been on for over a decade or more. In fact, stay with us, Kamaljeet. I'm going to cut across to Shreya, who's right now outside the Enforcement Directorate's office. Shreya, you have the Congress constantly saying that ED is being used by the BJP to try and settle political scores against the Congress. This is what the Congress has been saying as they protest vehemently right outside the ED office. Show us some of those images right behind you. Are people there outside the ED office? Many of them have been detained, we understand. What's the atmosphere like at this moment?
Well, Nabila, right, I was mentioning that, ED has been turned into a fortress today, and that's exactly the visuals outside the Enforcement Directorate where Rahul Gandhi is right now being questioned. You can see the amount of police security that's over here. Just a few moments back, we saw a Congress party leader, Randeep Surjewala. He was sitting at this.